case, and the unlawful and discriminatory exclusion from the Giggle app has stolen the last 3 years of my life. I've been targeted by hateful and online commentary and degrading merchandise designed to ridicule and mock me. There is so much hate and bile cast on trans and gender diverse people simply because of who we are. Sometimes it's difficult to remember that not all people are like that. When I walked into the courtroom for the hearing in April, I felt safe because I was treated with courtesy and respect and allowed to tell my story. I'm pleased by the outcome of my case, and I hope it is healing for trans and gender diverse people. The ruling shows that all women are protected from discrimination.
Oh man, where to even begin with this one? Ladies and gentlemen, buckle up for it. As we all know, woke culture has affected every single aspect of life at this point, every single thing. It seeks to replace everything we know as truth, reality, common sense. You see, woke agendas are placed on a higher pedestal than anything else and are catered to more than anything else. And with this story today, by the way, it's absolutely insane and it just shows you how crazy things are right now. But this story today is centered around an app out in Australia called Giggle for Girls, and it was created for women and only women. And with me just saying that, you already know where this one's heading, because we live in a very stunning and brave time. Let's just say that we have a lot more men out there who wish to identify as women and then be treated as a woman. So a trans woman that goes by the name of Roxanne Tickle, oh man, these names, but nonetheless, Roxanne Tickle joined the app and then was banned for how do you say this, obvious reasons, and it ended up going to court. And we now have the result of that, and it is going viral absolutely everywhere on social media, because once again, as you always hear me say in my videos, it just shows left is right, up is down, and common sense doesn't matter where you are, is hard to find. The court has decided that banning this male identifying as a woman from the app, and get this, is unlawful discrimination, and it has ordered the app and its founder to pay $10,000 in compensation and legal costs. You know what, I'm starting to think I might need some compensation for the amount of brain cells I'm losing every single day. Don't know about you guys. Help me! But before I get into it and we take a look at this story any further, and we all ultimately ask ourselves the question, where did it all go wrong, as we always do? If you could, as always, make sure to leave a like rating, as it really helps out the video. I know you guys hear it a lot with every single video you watch, but you don't understand how much it helps the video get pushed out in the algorithm. If you're new, hit that subscribe button, turn on bell notifications so you never miss a video, comment on this video, share this video, and ladies and gentlemen, let's discuss this madness. Yeah, what a headline that one is, right? I'll give you a second to take it in. Pure clown world. Breaking news, trans woman wins groundbreaking "What is a Woman" case after he was kicked off a female-only app. I mean, let's be honest, you kind of expect that sort of headline in 2024, but banning a transgender woman from a female-only app constituted unlawful discrimination, a judge has found in a landmark gender identity case. The Giggle for Girls app and its founder, Sall Grover, were on Friday ordered to pay $10,000 in compensation and legal costs to a user kicked off the single gender platform. So a guy gets kicked off a female only platform, and it's the app and its founder who are in trouble. Couldn't make it up. The decision that Roxanne Tickle, hey look man, saying that name out loud is something else, but Roxanne Tickle nonetheless suffered indirect discrimination, and it marked the first time the federal court had weighed into gender identity discrimination. The indirect discrimination cases succeeded because Miss Tickle was excluded from the use of the Giggle app, oh no, because he did not look sufficiently female, according to the respondents, Justice Robert Bromwich said, in a finding that could also have implications for other female-only spaces. Yeah, nobody's thinking about that one, right? We have the digital side of things, but what about the in-real-life situations? Justice Bromwich found that even if considered a special measure to promote equality, the Giggle app was not allowed to discriminate on the basis of gender identity. He distinguished discrimination based on gender identity and based on sex. The compensation amount is a sliver of the $200,000 Miss Tickle had sought. What? Half of which was based on aggravated damages. The latter was based on an online campaign allegedly waged against him by Miss Grover, largely on the social media platform X, formerly known as Twitter, and there is Roxanne Tickle. Yep.
If I speak, I am in big trouble.
Following the decision, Miss Grover wrote on X, "Unfortunately, we got the judgment we anticipated. The fight for women's rights continues." So they expected to lose this, which is absolutely insane. Miss Tickle was blocked from the Giggle app in September 2021 on the basis of his gender, despite a birth certificate listing him as female, the court was told during a series of often heated hearings in April. I wonder why they got heated. The court was told Miss Grover created the Giggle app as a safe space for women to interact with each other, free from male patterns of online violence. Giggle's barrister Bridie Nolan argued Miss Tickle was a man. The fact you have to argue that just shows where we're at. So it was lawful to exclude him from the app because of the provisions in the Sex Discrimination Act. She told Justice Bromwich the court was faced with the impossible task of determining whether a person was a woman based on their psychological state and having undergone surgery to remove their reproductive organs. This case is the "What is a Woman" case, Miss Nolan said. The court was told Miss Grover had persistently misgendered Miss Tickle in media interviews. Oh man, and across hundreds of posts about the case made to her 93,000 online followers. I just can't believe somebody got misgendered. It really does hit me there. Give me a break. Miss Tickle's lawyer, Georgina Costello, said her client had received an enormous amount of online hate as a result of Miss Grover's actions. The continued deliberate misgendering of... oh man, this world of him cannot detract from the fact that he is a woman, Miss Costello argues. You see, I'm using the right pronouns here, but when you put that in this sentence, it just sounds absolutely absurd, doesn't it? Miss Costello told the court Miss Tickle had undergone gender-affirming surgery and hormone treatments. Doesn't make you a woman. They identified as a woman with his family, friends, and at work, and used women's changing rooms and shops in women's clothing departments. None of that makes you a woman. Biological facts does. Seems like a small portion of us only seem to recognize that. Is it any wonder the world is upside down right now? Definitely not. Up until this instance, everybody has treated me as a woman, Miss Tickle said. Miss Grover is a self-declared TERF, which stands for Trans Exclusionary Radical Feminist. TERF's views on gender identity are considered to be hostile towards transgender people. Are they now? The outcome has sparked debate online, with Miss Grover supporters slamming the decision. "What an utter embarrassment and failure on behalf of the Australian courts and politicians," Carolee Smith said. "As bad as legal slavery and racism, this pathetic and dangerous law must be overturned. Restore women's rights." Australian television presenter Lucy Zellick said, "This isn't over, #I stand with Sall Grover." It's absolutely maddening, but this clearly demonstrates that including gender identity in legislation leaves women with no enforceable boundaries against any man. "We're all with you all the way," Victorian MP Moira Deeming wrote on X, sharing a picture of her with Miss Grover. Controversial 2022 Liberal Party candidate Catherine Deves and Women Forum CEO Rachel Wong. Friday's decision can be appealed, and hopefully they do appeal it, because this is completely wrong. But if we head to Sall Grover's X account, we're going to see some responses from her. She has retweeted a post that says, "Not only disappointed but also very concerned about this dystopian ruling on Tickle versus Giggle," which distorts key concepts like sex and discrimination while dodging Australia's international human rights obligations vice versa women. If unchallenged, this decision would set a dangerous precedent. More detailed reaction from me next week. Here is an interview I believe she's done, which is around 6 minutes long. You can go and check that out if you want, but she has posted this regardless. "If any man claiming to be a woman was actually a woman, their rights would have actually existed under the Sex Discrimination Act, how it was before the amendments. It had to be amended so that men could be included as women." Some people have responded with, "Good luck on the appeal. This is an insane ruling. Men cannot ever be women. Women are not safe as long as this continues." Billy Bragg goes on to say, "Floods of tears listening to you speak. I am so grateful for your clarity, your courage, your resilience for you. Thank you for fighting this for all of us. We are with you all the way." Yeah, a lot of people aren't happy about this, and it is very obvious to see why. She goes on to say, "The sun will rise tomorrow and men still will not be women." Yeah, well, tell that to the woke liberals of the world. But leave your thoughts down below, ladies and gentlemen, nonetheless, on this story. What are your thoughts on this trans woman winning a groundbreaking case after they were kicked off a female-only app? I'd like to know. If you have enjoyed, make sure to leave a like rating. If you're new, hit that subscribe button, turn on bell notifications so you never miss a video, comment on this video, share this video, follow my socials down below in the description. But until next time, it has been your boy JD. Have a great day, stay safe, and I'm out. Peace.